Okay, Gerdie, can you stay here? I'm going to read an email, so just don't move around too much because I'm holding this with my left hand. Ron wrote me an email with Gerdie, come here, honey. Yeah, this kind of ties in with the email. He got some training. Oh yeah, there we go. You see? Case in point, look at this. She just, oh God, oh my gosh, oh God, Gerdie. Okay. Okay, we've got to clean this up now, honey. And then I'll finish reading this email. Yeah, Ron sent me, drats, this doesn't spray properly. Okay, hey, Mr. Moog, I'm just going to throw this down. I really have to get this cleaned up right now. She just had some tofu that I made, and after she finishes eating it, she just gets really excited about it, and she lets it go. So just bear with me for a second. This is my life. This is what I do. Okay, so Ron sent me this link of this dog trainer that says that you can train your dog to think on its own and this and that. And he thought, well, you know, maybe you can get some help with training Gerdie. So I've written him an email that explains. You know, sometimes people, even people that are close to you, don't realize what you've gone through, because I've only known, excuse me for 1 second, I've only known Ron for 3.5 years, and I've had Gerdie for 5 years, I think it is. So anyways, I wanted to read you this email to give you a sense, you know, any of the newer viewers, a sense of what I've had to go through with Gerdie, honey, come on in. No, it's okay, sweetheart. Don't be skittish. Okay, can you come and sit with me, honey bunny? Come on. That's a girl. Uh-oh, we've got some more here. Traps. Okay, hang on, Gerd. I don't want it to seep into the floor. It's okay, honey. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Thank goodness for vinegar and essential oils. Although I sometimes use bleach on the floor as well. I find that really freshens it up. I usually wash the floor with, you know, I've really worn away the finish, but it's because I wash the floor, when I do the whole floor, with trisodium phosphate just a little bit, and some bleach, and some Murphy's oil soap. But it certainly has worn away the finish. I plan to refinish it at some point. I would love to do it now, but just don't have the money. Okay, honey bunny, can you come over here? Okay, I'm going to read this email. It says, regarding the training, I agree. I use human-grade beef jerky cut into 1/4-inch pieces. It has a strong odor, and they are mad about it, you know, so it's a good training thing. Okay, Gerdie, show. Oh, you do love it, don't you? Okay. Regarding Gerdie, she certainly does think for herself. That's the problem. She's a very emotional dog and extremely sensitive. Ever since she was a puppy, she is expected to be beaten by anybody or everyone she meets. She has developed much confidence and is no longer terrified of men. She's still terrified of rain and thunderstorms and can't handle sudden movements. She wants love but is frightened to receive it, so she comes up to strangers or friends with her bladder emptying while she squats and walks towards them, wagging her tail and her face beseeching. You truly have never seen anything like it. My vet had said that it's also very rare for a dog to shit while walking. She does not squat, it just comes out of her. Been like that since she was a puppy. She sleeps in my room now, and I put up with the mess. Sometimes she shits on her bed, but then runs down to her kennel, upset. Every time I pull back the covers, she jumps up, looks at me to see if I'm going to the bathroom or downstairs. If downstairs, she will run down and hide in her kennel. She's 90% better than she was. I rarely have pee accidents. She is just extremely insecure. After returning this last time, she had stopped peeing when I crouched down in front of her to pat her head or give her a kiss. She's learned to accept that. The only time she seems totally free of this emotional stuff is when we're going for a walk or playing in the pool. It was suggested by one trainer that I use treats since she's motivated by food, but I never did get into teaching her to pee on the grass. I tried, and then the winter came and I just couldn't do it. Interestingly, she won't follow Bumby. Usually dogs learn from the older dogs, but I was such an emotional wreck when I got her, not knowing what the heck to do with this peeing dog. We finally settled into a routine of acceptance, and this past year or two she has been allowed in the bedroom. Ironically, or sadly, she will not join me unless I ask her if she wants to sleep with Mommy. If I don't ask, she won't come up until I'm asleep. She's just that sensitive and insecure. She has in the past done better with other people than with me, like Gary, the wonderful pet sitter. I think because she is so sensitive to my moods and my despair over her troubled her greatly. Honey, can you come back here? Come back here, sweetheart. What is it? Come here, Gerdie. Gerdie, come. Come and sit down, honey. Okay? Just sit. Good girl, honey. Just stay there. Yeah, she just can't help it. Dr. Morrison said if she was outside all the time, everything would be fine. She can't handle the cold, though, hence the coats and sweaters, and she was so bonded to me that she can't bear to be away for more than a few minutes. It would be cruel to segregate her to the backyard of Canoas in California for the rest of her life when she's such a social dog. She interacts with me and visitors unlike any dog I've ever met, and clowns around entertaining them. I've had playing sessions with her where she gets excited and pees. She pees when someone comes to the door, since I have so few guests. She pees when she does something wrong, like stealing the cat's food, or people's food. She hasn't done that in years, is very obedient that way. She used to pee when I came to her in her bed to pet her. She stopped doing that. She pees during thunderstorms, crawls under my bed somehow, and lays in her own urine shivering. Yesterday she peed all over the house when Creeper came in, scared that the dog was going to hurt her. She pees when I go to the front door to let her out, as you saw just today in this video, often before she gets outside, in anticipation. She pees when she drinks too much on a hot day. She steps in her pee, walks in her shit. I guess you'd call her a dirty dog. She has no protective instinct of normal animals that stay away from their shit and pee to not leave a scent for predators. Whenever I clean out her cage, take out the towel and spray vinegar essential oil inside. Gerdie, come back here. Where is it? Spray vinegar essential oil inside. She comes to me with her forehead down for a kiss. I don't think it's a thank you. I think it's an apology. If there is crap in her kennel, she goes in there when she needs to. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Her cystopexy, surgically attaching the bladder to the abdomen wall, and colpoid suspension, which is raising the pelvic floor, were successful according to the surgeon. There's nothing more medically that can be done. I've had 2 professional trainers spend many hours with her and both gave up. I spent a year calling every rescue organization, including PETA, to find a home for her, and finally realized that she is home. I hope that if I ever develop this problem in my old age, that somebody will be as compassionate and loving to me and not punish, berate, or hate me. I love you so much.